What's up, YouTube? Getting my car ready for first day of the drag strip this weekend. It's going to be on Saturday, all day test and tune. I got my drag radials on there, put them on yesterday, and this car is way different. Totally responds, just hooks up. So these are Mickey Thompson Street ET Street R's 305 45 18s on an 18x10 Bravado. And so right now I'm gonna ditch some weight for hopefully an 11-second pass. So I've already got the bolts out of this seat. So you're gonna have 2 bolts in the front of the seat and 2 bolts at the back of the seat back there. You're gonna move the seat forward and backwards to get access to them. So I've got those bolts removed, they're sitting right there. And then you're gonna undo your seatbelt bolt, which I've already done. So I wanted to show you this because I have power and heated seats. So this is a little different. Dan John did a video on how to take your seats out, but he doesn't have heated seats. So there's one extra plug there. So hopefully I'm gonna try to show you how to do it. So this has got a little tab you're gonna push down and pull it out. And this has this black piece. It's like a, I don't know what to call it, I guess a handle kind of thing, but I kind of pried on it a little bit with a little screwdriver. You want to kind of do it evenly so you don't break it. It's a pain in the butt. So I'm kind of wedging my thumb under this side while I pry this side. There we go. It just pops out. So if you look, you can see those little tabs and that thing there. It's a spring-loaded clip, I guess, but it locks it in those slots. So those little tabs go in the slots and it locks in. But anyway, so this thing's all done and I can take it out, and I'm guessing when I go to put it back in, I'm gonna line up those tabs. So that's that. And then the back seat. So you just gotta find, there's like a tab in the middle, and then just pop it up. So we're gonna do the back seat. This I've already popped up. If you feel under there, you can feel right there. There's a little thing that plugs in. There's my tab for that. Pull the back seat down. Pull this thing back. Exposes 2 bolts there. For sure 1 bolt there. I think there's one more that connects the 2 halves of this back seat together, and there should be a plug for this seat too, because they are heated back seats. So we'll get to that in a second. Okay, so I found this is not actually, there's not a bolt connecting these 2 back parts of the seat together at all. It just slides on that metal rod right in the middle. So that was that. This does have a plug, so I had to use a screwdriver right there. I just pushed on that and this came right out. So that's that half of the seat. I might plug the whole thing in, so there's another part. So we'll undo this one. Do that one-handed. So okay, so there was, if you remember earlier in the video, there was 2 bolts holding this big piece in. So I took those out. So now that whole thing should come out. So I'm gonna go out the other side. Actually, there's a plug on this side too. And luckily it comes apart with one hand. So we're done with that. And then we'll get the whole bottom out. Okay, so we flip this up. Obviously you can see I've never had these seats out before, but that little plastic tab goes in there. There's one just like it on the other side. So you're gonna kind of pop them up. That's that for the bottom. So there's just the one plug, gives it power to everything. Then you have two plugs on either side for the backs of the seat are heated. And that's that. This part of the seat is actually very light. However, the backs of the seat and the front seat were heavy as, I bet you I dropped at least 120 pounds total. So, let's sneak a peek. It's underneath there. Oh, we're done. We're in race car mode. Driver's seat only. Gonna find a bucket or put all my nuts in so I don't lose them. It wasn't too bad. That's the very first time I've ever done it, so. And then trying to film one-handed wasn't the easiest thing in the world, but it's done. It's in race car mode. I'm excited. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of go over a couple things. I skipped when I was doing the video. I didn't really think about the tools you would need. That was my first time ever taking those seats out, and I wasn't sure what I'd be in for as far as extra plugs and that for the heated seats, because I've seen it done on YouTube with just regular seats, or you know, power, but not heated. So there's extra wires for that. But anyway, so we went over that. So here's the tools. I got my little bucket for my bolts so I don't lose them. This is a tab you had to pop off that's on the side of the seat. So you're gonna just pop that out, and that gives you access to your seat belt that's on the front seat. You need a T50 socket to get that out. The bolts that hold your actual front seat in have these goofy heads on it, and they're called E14. That's the special socket you need for that, E14. So I bought that actually in a set at O'Reilly's. Advanced Auto Parts sold it individually, but they didn't have it in stock yesterday when I was going to get that. So I got stuck buying the whole set at O'Reilly's. These are my nuts that hold the back seat in. Those are 18 millimeter, and that is on my impact. And then I used this littler impact with this T15 to get the seatbelt off. But the first thing I did was use this ratchet and the extension where it applied to break all these loose, because it was the first time they had all been out, and some of them were really tight, and the little impact couldn't cut it, and the big impact wouldn't fit. So that's kind of an overview of all the tools you'll need. And yeah, it's not too complicated. So we'll kind of go over my car, because I don't know that I've ever talked about it. It's just a Scat Pack B5 Blue. We are in race car mode. Got the leather seats, heated and cooled. So I haven't done anything to the engine except for a cold air intake. and that's it. And then I just put that strut tower brace on today. Painted that to match yesterday. Got the paint from the local auto paint shop, and I think it matches pretty close. And then I also painted the engine covers. I did that when I first got the car. And right now I am in the process of painting an oil catch can, and then I'll put that on probably in a couple weeks. So, but anyways, that's my car. Oh, and my drag radials. So yeah, that's all I've done to it. But like I was saying earlier in the video, this thing, it's a beast with these tires. I had originally thought, you know, I'll take them on and off. I only want to use them at the track, but Jesus, I was I was terrorizing the town yesterday, and it was fun. So I may leave them on all the time. Who knows? We'll see. They're expensive, so maybe not. I don't know. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helps if you're thinking of ditching some weight for going to the track. See ya.